Hello everybody and welcome back to Lobotomy Corporation, where once again I'm just coming off the heels of the day, except everything decided to fall apart at the last possible second. In the day on a purple moon. Purple noon. The stupid things instantly break out. Mountain of smiling bodies. I beat him, but then Forsaken Murderer breaks out, and then when I try to go stop him, Red Riding Hood breaks out. Big Bird breaks out. Like at that point, just completely screw it. The day's over. I could literally click to end it. I'm not putting up with that. God. Your scenario is reaching an end soon. Just do as you've done before. Although the energy you've collected will not be supplied to the outside, that doesn't mean your work was for nothing, or that this place no longer serves a purpose. My goal? Are you finally asking me now, after all this time? That kinda is weird that it takes this long for the question to be brought up, let alone acknowledged and answered. Of course, it's the same as yours. No offense, Angela, but somehow, for some mysterious reason, I don't think that the line you just said here is quite trustworthy. I'm not 100% confident that I can trust you. The conclusion of the script we have. If not, I wouldn't have a reason to go through all this trouble just to help you. Isn't it technically your job as an AI created by the company to be helpful to me regardless of the goal? That's kind of a weird thing for you to say if your goals weren't as benign as being as helpful as possible to me. That's legitimately suspiciously weird way of phrasing it. And I did complete his little quest here, so the idea that I am sitting at the bottom, oblivious as to what is happening up there, is an idea you might think of as true. However, it is in truth you who is unknowing. Pain, agony, regret, and the shadows of the past as though would never release their grip on you. They've spent quite a number of days with you, but it is nothing compared to our time together. In the end, they never got to know you to the fullest. Those who could not accept their fate seem to have directed their anger towards you. Such as that one man, he who gradually broke whenever he was ordered to redact information. I know who exactly you're talking about there. The unnecessary leakage of emotion is unfavorable. There's something I need to show you so you can understand. There was once an employee named Anya. She lived with her parents and her little sister. She eagerly wanted to study, but her family's financial state wouldn't allow her. Still, she tried to join one of the wings, however she just wasn't good enough for them. Poor Anya was struggling to figure out what to do next. She even considered ending it all as a last resort. That was until she received a letter from a wing. Let me guess, Lobotomy Corporation. Because we all know where his little story here is going. We wouldn't be talking about it here if it wasn't relevant. Oh my god, you literally have the letter? Dear Miss Anastasia, a letter that has a simple yet magical line penned to it. You are qualified to join Lobotomy Corporation. Awestruck, Anya read through the letter over and over again. It didn't seem like anyone was pulling a prank on her, nor that it was a mistake on the mail carrier's part. For a brief moment, Anya wondered if she even applied to work at Lobotomy Corporation at all. But she soon shook the thought off. That was not important in the slightest. I took the role of a courier. I was the one who delivered the letters to people. I evaluate candidates to determine if they may join here or not, and bring a miracle to those who are qualified. Anya was not selected. For a moment, that tripped me up. Like, I just read halfway through the sentence, like, Anya was not selected. And then in my mind, just immediately goes, then why did she get the letter? I didn't, like, finish reading it when I tripped up. Anya was not selected because she had excellent skill. She had a common trait that every person we hired had, but wasn't aware of. As you know, to become a feather, a part of the wing, one has to be immensely better than ordinary people. How could Anya, who dropped out of high school, who had no special talents and lived in the back streets, manage to get into our company? Would her family finally be able to pursue happiness? All this happened 10 years ago. During those 10 years, her sister fell ill and passed away, along with her parents. Where is Anya now, with her entire family gone? She is asleep down here. It is wholly under my jurisdiction to handle this, but I'll grant you access just this once. Call her up, please. Invoke her? Now Anya is at work, feeling a brand new employee who just joined the company. Completely believes the fact that it's been 10 years since she actually joined us. Are you, like... I know part of it is because of the... I know a part of it is because, like, the time looping reset and stuff. But, like, has the time loop been going on for about, like, it's been looping or so constantly inside the facility, but, like, has it been 10 years? There's outside of the facility? Or, because it's easy, because there's two ways to interpret this, as far as I see. One, my previous suggestion I just made that, like, that they're constantly looping in time inside the facility, and it's been 10 years since it started outside the facility or something. Or two, they're repeatedly mind wiped for some reason. Oh wait, they're repeatedly mind wiping people over and over inside of the facility. Like, does that have something? Hold on, I'm like trying to get a little spot on my keyboard. Does the memory wipes have something to do with the people being killed and revived? You could perhaps choose to pay a small cost to augment virtues such as fortitude or prejudice if you wish. Is that like the LOB points we spend on and to upgrade the employees? These are to hire new employees? Now try to erase. Why? I really don't want to do this. Just because I genuinely objected to this. Like, oh, why'd you have to put in that scream? Like, ugh. Like, ugh. Like, you tell me this person's practically this character's entire life story in a short little, or at least highlight important bits, just to make me erase her out of existence, which is punctuated by a scream? What the hell? How do you feel? The Anya who was killed by a monster and that Anya whom you just erased are one and the same. They both instantly lost their lives. It is such a futile action to wake them and erase them to slumber again and again. Both your attachment to the employees, the Seraphal's care and devotion poured into them, become meaningless here. Everything that moves and is alive in this facility is on pause. They awake the next morning with their eyes shut tight every night. Those of the layers above did not know that. They spent themselves emotionally for the deaths which they were presented. Bearing obscure resentment in their hearts, they put all the blame on those like you. Then they crumbled, just like that. I urge you not to worry about me. I will not dare to do such a thing. I have always wanted to be an important part of your life. All humans are born with desire. That what is important is how it is controlled, not simply a problem of the individual. One's desires greatly affect how they see the world and who they perceive the people in it. They hear and see only what one wants to hear. This is truly needed for humans. The desires between oneself, others, and the world. Perhaps if we can attain balance, it may be possible for us to give birth to great things. Clear the day with 8 or more employees whose temperance is 100 or higher. Alright, do I get an upgrade, or... Let's get past the loading screen. Did he seriously just make me kill someone just to make a point about the futility of people dying in Lobotomy Corp? Maybe that's just me looking at it with a quote-unquote outsider's perspective, compared to someone like him who's been stuck inside not only the Lobotomy Corporation, but had doing this for like who knows how long. Okay. Fortitude will be non-current records. Oh, I wish I could check the employees to see which one it might be. What? What's it going? Fortitude will be behind me. Temperance will be behind me. Which is immediately more valuable, I guess. I hope this doesn't bite me. Okay, I'm just going to do a quick double check to see what I lost. Alright, yeah. I forgot about doing that again because everything was screwing up. I think I'm gonna... This would probably be the best time saving to make a cut, guys. At this point, I'm just recording for her story points. Wait, what? Oh, right. Got it, right. I'm interacting with them. Wait, did I haven't equipped it with that stuff. Huh. So... 2, 3, 4. Just 5. Alright. So... that's something to chew on. But on to the next part where we make the cut. You know what it is by now. Coming out the heels on another day, definitely much better, or compared to the previous day. But getting off of it, easily beat the entire day without losing a single employee, which is good this time. The time is upon you. It's time to complete the final piece of the puzzle you have been missing. May you have the best of luck on the last leg of your journey. Saying something like, I hope you finally be happy that some of the leftover pain can be relieved now, has long become empty words. There are several more things I would like to say, but let me sum them up into one sentence. I wish you success this time. Implying that I got here before but failed. I enjoyed being with you for not only these 45 days, but also the moments you don't remember. Well, there is just one last Sephiroth you need to meet. He holds in his hands a warmth that looks so comforting, but he can shatter people's hearts like they're nothing. I have finished casting the rolls for the upper and middle layer of Sephiroth. It's likely that this will not be the last time I do so. I may have to tell him again in what I've already instructed countless times. However, you two will be different. You clearly understand why this facility exists and what your missions are. I expect that you will not exhaust me as the ones above do. Just keep this in mind. I will not come down here to the lower layer unless the circumstances require me so. That does not mean I will simply watch and do nothing, but I will not interfere for the most part. I hope we never have to face each other from now on. It can only lead to the both of us. It would only lead to the both of us suffering. Angela was the best artificial intelligence I had ever known, and you were the best architect that I was graced to meet. Back then, you simply could not let Carmen go. You were so desperate to keep Carmen on your side that you locked her in a cryostasis pod in an attempt to preserve her body at the very least. But during all this, you were perfectly aware that Carmen's body had become nothing but a shell. Our faces were full of grief, yet we still ransacked her body and dismembered her core. In fact, I was rather relieved when you began to create Angela. You were wholeheartedly immersed in something just like you used to be. That day, when she opened her eyes for the first time, I remember you were just staring through the laboratory's glass, not setting a single foot inside. You might have thought that you noticed me right away. However, I witnessed you standing there for a long time before you realized I was there. What inner conflict made you hesitate so? What do you think after seeing that piece of humanoid machinery, who did not display the warm smiles and gentle laughter Carmen had so naturally? I told you in so many words that how many eyes such as Angela you can create, none of them will ever be Carmen. Now poor Angela is merely assigned to direct us from a distance as we go through the motions of the play. There is one thing I may have mistaken myself over. It is that I had thought you overcame everything. The truth is that you never have. Do you believe in the existence of the soul? I do. I also believe that the soul itself is the reason for one's existence. But then, is there a perfect soul? I personally think otherwise. However, one can only infinitely close in on that perfection. That process in of itself is an endless ocean of agony. At the end of such effort, I expect that we will be able to make evaluations of everything with utmost correctness. Clear the day with 10 or more employees whose justice is 100 or higher. We're getting closer to that middle. It's been sitting there for so long, we're slowly but surely closing in on it. Sooner or later, I genuinely have no idea what's coming up with that area, but sooner or later, its secrets will be revealed. And it doesn't matter, that's the only thing. So. For what it's worth, I managed to get her equipped with Apocalypse Bird's stuff again here, so. The way he talks, so correct me if I'm wrong or otherwise misunderstanding, but from the way he talks, it's like I genuinely am of the idea. I currently believe in the idea that Angela is supposed to be an attempt at recreating Carmen after Carmen initially died. Like all the other Sephiroths for all the other departments, are like the department managers brought back to life in some sense or another, however you want to interpret, for whatever interpretation or value you want to put in being alive. They were revived, brought back to life, whatever, or in their current state. And I genuinely think that Angela is supposed to be some attempt at bringing back or recreating Carmen. Like, I'm conflicted. Like all the other Sephiroths were still alive to some degree or another, right? Like when they were like transformed into half robot, half machine AI people or whatever, and they're supposed to currently be. Yet Carmen was like fully all the way dead by the time we got this idea, and she was the first. So not only is she a prototype of sorts, or it's that not only is she like supposed to be like a prototype of sorts, or an experiment compared to like perfecting it for the other characters later. So like maybe her being dead in advance and frozen also may have had an effect on the recreation process. Like I remember, like I don't know how long ago it was, but I remember like theorizing that Angela may be like Carmen in the same way like the other Sephiroth were real people before, but like I was going to the gate, just to do something while talking. But like, I remember theorizing it before, but a commenter specifically told me that no, it's not the case, which is why I'm asking, like, be corrected if I'm wrong on this. But it's like all the evidence seems to almost be pointing that yes, Angela is Carmen, or they have some kind of connection or something. Like, either I'm genuinely severely misinterpreting the information that's been presented up to now, or otherwise, he's like, all the evidence, if I'm interpreting it correctly, seems to be pointing towards along the lines of like there's some kind of connection between Carmen and Angela. Like, he wouldn't be mentioning it if that wasn't the case, right? He wouldn't be talking about both Carmen being dead and Angela being created if they weren't somehow relevant to each other, right? By all means, I do want to start a discussion on this, at the very least. Like, if I'm wrong, please try to explain this to me without spoilers. If I'm getting it wrong, by all means, I'm open ears on this. But either way, like, there's gotta be something there. Like, either I'm way off base and getting it super wrong, or I'm like, we're closing. Either way, regardless of whether I'm right or wrong, we're closing in on what it is or could be. I got a feeling that sooner or later we're closing in on the answer. Wait. I gave him a shield, didn't I? I can't believe I did that. Anyway, I feel like that's like, I don't even know how, I think I already explained it at this point. Like, there's nothing really I could say more to it without repeating myself. But like I said, I feel like we're getting close to figuring it out, so either way, yeah, I feel like we're going to be getting the answer soon enough, so. But either way, we can. But in the meantime, until we do get to that point, we can. There's nothing wrong with trying to have a conversation about it, right? Right, Apple Girl. Meltdown. Wait, what's the heart? Or attacking the least of my having increased my tendency to attempt to attack. If one, then 30 seconds bar the same result. So, still don't like most of the tools. I can easily ignore the heart with no consequence. I might want to work on the bathtub though. That's easy. I've been noticing a strategy of using a refresher is to get someone from level 3 justice to level 4. Or then like move on, and then when they get to level 4, move on and leveling that person up on him. Use Scorch Girl to level up someone's justice when they're level 4. Or then move on to leveling up a different level 3 person's or a person's level 3 justice. Tree. Son of a... Sure. You know what? Not just... Wait. Who's been getting leafy around here? Are you serious too? Okay, you... Go up there. You, over here. Did they not get it good in here? Is that why? Whatever. What was that? Oh, whatever. Wait, what? First of all, I didn't mean to cancel that. What I wanted to check was... Okay, that's the thing. Ah, he's got you. See it there. 10. Alright, we're facing a dawn next, so... Okay, these guys, I can send... When these guys are done killing them, I can just send them up here, and these two can find them by themselves in the meantime. I trust them to handle it, but... Either way, let's get this show on the road. What are you clowns doing? Get up! Are you serious? Where'd they go? Well, that took more time than what I would have preferred, but it's trivial. Hold on, I could just tell all these guys to go back there. Okay, I can just send... You know what? I'll send you to work on it. Or I can... send you to work on that. You can work on that. Red. You've got to be joking. Well, it's beginning to genuinely make me annoyed with the trees that the tree keeps targeting being agent employees, and they keep sneaking behind my back to do this, and I don't catch them till it's too late. So we're not even halfway through this, and they've already got 3 out of 5 employees for it, and I can't really do much about them because they're employees I can't really afford to, that aren't expendable. Ugh. It's almost like a combination of the eyes and the mouth. You're not getting a fourth. At least not one that I don't want to kill. Almost always gets this one guy. I don't know why the attraction is. Right, I saw a little summary that I wanted to check Firebird, but I don't know what my thinking process was. Work on that. Oh my god! Freaking died because I'm 2 seconds too early for that. Are you freaking kidding me? Getting bored waiting for you to come out. Just hurry up so I can shoot you. I am so that. Mostly because of the dumb outfit and the fact that the employee is like level 5. No, I think we're just gonna make a cut here. I'll come back when I'm ready to go on to the next day. Alright, we are back, and okay, I was just about to end this stay with working on melting up a little bit. I just noticed that the tree's trying to possess someone. See, at least, the reason why I often move the entire department over to the opposite side is because it at least gives me time to react. If, and I do mean if, I notice a tree trying to grab one of the actual agents you can command around. And it gives me time to react, because they have to walk all the way through the facility in order to get here, as opposed to just like grabbing a little agent right outside the door. That's like right outside or right nearby. That and clicking on the little slowing the game down might obviously be a bit of help too, because slowing down the time control slows down the characters, which by extension gives you more time to do it. I've been taking advantage of that too. Probably obvious, but I try, instead of just working on I don't know if I've ever said this before. I actually do like positive, a little good an outcome, those interactions. At the end of the day, to maximize the amount of points I get, and then I can just immediately end the day. So that way, I get all the benefits of working on the abnormality at least once, with none of the downsides of the abnormality being or the character being sacrificed. Let's try reading. Let's go with this. Wait, what? Whoa! A long time has passed since my loved ones left with their broken bodies and hearts. Who's this? We finally met after taking such a long detour. I sent you a letter one day. That old, strange letter that had the same name for sender and recipient. They told you that we would meet soon. Why do you hesitate? Please come with your mind at ease. And I hope this environment satisfies you. I tried to my best to recreate our office. You need at least one place in life to feel comfortable, don't you? However, I expect you to feel this place is a bit more serene than you might remember, so to say. There's so many reasons for that. It's the reflection of your heart, after all. Emptiness in your mind would be what makes this place so void. We weren't particularly fond of untidiness, but there she was, always making a mess of an organized room. There were times where I don't know why someone else didn't really read. There were times when we were used to such messiness, giving up on cleaning the room. Sadly, our hearts couldn't bear to recreate such a moment. I am sure that now you know. This space changes to the rhythm of your heart. This office is born from your heart, siphoned up from your deepest subconsciousness. Yes, many parts of this facility were extracted and created from our minds. How did you think rebuilding such enormous underground sections in time was possible? So I was thinking for a moment, if it was possible that like the reason why like the areas, like does that count for all areas from like top to bottom? Because I got the feeling that this especially applies to like the lower areas, like Hokama's area and Vina's area, changing its style and appearance based on the subconsciousness of the Sephiroth running the area without sacrificing its intended function. We need multiple extractions until we finally solidify amorphous images into something tangible. We repeated it so many times until the memories were blurred and emotions were dulled, to a point where even the original sin was forgotten. Yes, there truly were countless repeats. It's been roughly 10 years outside. Oh my god, I was asking that earlier. Has it been approximately 10 years outside? 10 years worth of time passed outside while the... Oh my god, I think I remember asking this exact question or something, and the game just literally answers it verbatim like this. Wow. The entire facility has been trapped in a cycle length of 10,000 years. Damn. This eternity is fascinating. All humans are given only one life to live. The future comes to us like the relentless waves of the sea. I'm sorry, that last one he spoke reminds me of, what was that line, like some kind of American patriot or so spoke the line that my only regret is that I have but one life to give for my country. Reminded me of that line. Could not go against them. We were merely pushed back. Time tracks technology can only reverse time in a very limited area. This tech is used for trivial things, such as granting an infinite moment of death to a condemned man. No, that's just plain cruel. Like, inhumanely cruel. Just, like, putting a man to basically face an infinite eternity of constant dying. Never to be released from that moment of deathly pain. I don't think there's any crime or sin that one could accomplish that justifies that level of punishment. At least not from a fellow human being. Or to shows whose days are numbered their happiest moments. However, when combined with the energy tech, the small technology could bloom into something bigger. We invested in them without hesitation, even though they required a massive amount of funding and energy. That's how Time Track's second invention came to life. If time could be reversed infinitely, we could reach the sky that seemed unreachable. Unfortunately, breaking the absolute law of nature cost us a lot. Although it could rewind time infinitely, it always lost some form of distortion. That's because this technology has not been perfected. No man can keep their sanity intact in this place. But here you are. You've reached this point, even though you limped and groveled along the way. Of course, it wouldn't have been possible if not for Angela, but it is a Herculean achievement that you went through that journey. Please leave your body and mind to rest, if just for a brief moment. You must be exhausted. The path after this will be brutal, extremely brutal. Us, we whom you meet again will also be brutal. They will not let you pass as simply as I do. If by any chance you think you're not ready yet, it's okay to go back to the first act. If you've made it here after such a long and hard time, you'll surely come here again, no matter how long it takes. We literally have all the time in the world. There is no need to hurry. Just keep in mind that the situation will be much different if you move forward from here. You will be given harsh trials and fated to saturated questions we cannot answer. I am sure you already know this. You can reverse time, but you cannot reverse a tale. Architecture. Who was that character? He didn't give us a name. I still can't believe I managed to get this far. And as the words do carry meaning, huh? Wait, whoa! Why is there 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 abnormality slots for this? Suppress the midnight of light plus meet energy quota. I wasn't there. No, I think I'm just gonna... I'll rearrange my employees as appropriate. But right now, I hopefully don't need the strong police for that area, but actually, what are you? You know what? Sometimes I just imagine myself, I don't know why, but sometimes the decisions I try to make in this game, so I just imagine, like, at some point or another, I end up making what ultimately ends up being a dumb mistake, but the comments are like, the people watching my videos just practically scream at me about the mistakes being dumb. I'll give you the flying cup because I want to see that. Okay, wait, who did I just... There you are. Okay, just time to gear up the suits. It said white, so I feel like you should want to gear up characters with stuff that has a resistance to white. Alright. Just for the sake of seeing what will happen, let's click the button and go on. Oh man. First of all, I'm surprised that they recreated the office keeps on the cutscene for the area. But what's especially funny about it is how small the employees look compared to the room. Like all the other rooms, like the employees look like naturally sized like this or like this. But the characters here, the employees look abnormally small compared to, I mean, look how small they are compared to the desk. My God. This is supposed to be a course impression? Where's the core I'm supposed to press? I'm looking at every area here, I'm not seeing nothing. I'm supposed to beat the energy quota and, like, defeat midnight or something? Something white. No tree. No tree, you're not getting anyone. Wait, hold the phone. Uh-oh. I don't... If we've ever faced a white dog before, I don't remember. Oh, I forgot. You're supposed to see if you interact. Is that the gimmick here? Like, this is going to overwrite the whole, no more meltdowns in like any random area thing? Dude, forgot that bear. There's not. I don't know what's that. The architecture team. Hold on, let me... All stats. All stats full screen. Okay, so... how's this working out? Good, good. Huh? When did this happen? I don't remember being told. What was I told? Well, at least it's punishing bird. Punishing bird's harmless. As always. Huh? Ah. That employee just had a weird face. Weird facial expression. I honestly don't know what to expect the white dawn. I don't know what's coming. See? Caught the tree. Go back. Alright, use that as the last legitimate one before I push us into the... Before I push us into the next... Okay, the dawn with the next one. Okay, I'll have everyone there. Hey, hey, I see the tree again! Stop! I don't know what to expect, so I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing to have these characters, like split up over this. How do you cancel the bullet? Quest for the music, actually, it's not checking to do whatever you want as long as I didn't get to read that. Black Fixer? Who's this little fella? Honestly, he almost looks like someone out of like a Star Wars character, you know, like from the desert. One of those little bandit guys. He's from the desert planet. To be honest, I haven't really watched Star Wars, so I may be remembering their appearance wrong. If anything, it looks like he's about to go up there, so let me guess. Yep, he's called the Black Fixer, he does black damage. Of course. Working off wing attack. I think something truly. I think. Wait. Hold on. Okay. That is just plain gross. I don't know what happened in all four of these guys. Just I'll have you work on the tree. You can work on that. Okay, I'm more confident now. I was not warned about punishing for being out. So no working on silent orchestra anymore, okay? So far, so good. I'm gonna wait for him to finish and then I'm gonna... I don't know what's going to be selected. I don't want something that's already in the middle being worked on selected. Oh, you want this? So I think you can go there for fully healed. I don't die. I'd rather take the power of his than risk the employee me dying. This, on the other hand, doesn't seem to have any, at least not any obvious penalties for sticking. So it is. Right, you guys, I mean. Tools I can ignore safely. Waiting of our hood, but I'd rather do that than risk the employee dying. Whoa! That's not cool. I didn't even know that the character that melting lava was reaching until I actually saw it right up. So either I'm going blind or the game is not telling me when they're reaching anymore, which at this point in time I can only contribute it to being a challenge condition of the meltdown. Like, it's not the game messing up, it's like that's part of the challenge of what Zelda is trying to get to the Sephiroth. Because it'd be a really weird coincidence if it is a glitch and it just happened to start at the same moment that I started Sephiroth meltdown, or some equivalent of it, I guess, and just an actual one melting down. You're not getting me, tree. You ain't getting me. I'm glad I put this guy here. Really good for dealing with censoring. Speaking of which, I think for what may have been the first time, I actually managed to defeat the censor off screen. He didn't get to kill anyone, and so I was fighting alone. But it was really cool being able to beat him. I also apologize to those that actually want an on-screen defeat of censor. I apologize for it if it wasn't for not capturing it on camera. Go home, punching bird, you're drunk. Taking murder isn't bad. I won't say no to the old faith and promise. Yeah, well, that's right, so it's harder to miss than this. When this person died! Wait. I keep pressing that. What area? Safety team. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. Kinda what I meant. Is every ordeal going to be this unique white one? So, continuing it, either of Hokama or Lineups, little suppression requires finishing tested off, so I want to see how far I can go with this or so. Should probably be prioritizing getting chested next. Geez, just completely concealed identity, huh? Wait, the tree? Crap! Finally snuck someone over. I found his body. Everyone dies someday. Wonderful. Okay, what's up? They search constantly. Okay, who's the little white fixer? And of course he does white damage. The noon of white. And it means we're getting dust after this. How pointless. Ugh. Gonna just send everyone up, 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 up. Whoa! Well, isn't gonna be fun to fight her? Why does she look like an angel? Is that everyone? That looks like everyone. Again, we're just gonna try the old powder keg. There you go. Strategy of just hit everyone in a single. And really? You're going to... I thought she was coming towards my guy. Just made him up and wait there for her. Or then she completely turns around and goes the opposite direction. Hello? Move your butt. Wait, hold up, Bo. Who's this geek? How many other guys are walking around? Looks like just the little white angel and little red power suit guy? The white angel and the red Power Ranger. Oh my god. I can't stand enemies that just blast with white damage like this. Oh my god, I can't. Oh my god, it's. My game lag. The frame rate was dropped so bad that game was legit having a hard time processing the game. My computer was having a hard time processing the game there, like. There's just some, for a game with such a simple yet good art style, there are just some things in this game that just make for such a pretty simple-ish art style, sometimes the frame rate just absolutely tanks hard. Anyway, I think I'm gonna make a cut here. But I think. Oh, this would probably be a good time as any to ask. Should I try to continue on and try making another attempt at this? Or should I go back and should I rewind and complete the or should I rewind back and go back to day 1 in order to get a better selection of abnormalities to make Chess's core suppression easier, because beating Chess's core suppression obviously going to unlock like these two here. And we're inevitably going to be coming back to this anyway, so I'm just wondering if anyone cares on whether we do this, like, try to beat this right now, or if we try to beat it later. I just want opinions on that, but either way, I think I'm going to cut it here. Thank you so much for watching. This has been Lobotomy Corporation, and until I always appreciate comments, and until next time, I will see you guys around.